So first of all, we're kind of fast running out of time now. You know, me and you, we can talk for 15 hours straight, probably, right? So look, I want to go through some kind of quick fire round, but I want to do it on the topic of leadership a little bit, yeah? So I want you to kind of tell me, like, who is a leader that's inspired you or you're inspired by, and why?
All right. You probably know the answer because you're doing it. It's going to sound strange to a lot of people. And that from a business perspective, actually, Henry Ford. Us all he's like 100 years old, 100 years ago and stuff. But if you actually read up about him, his story is so inspiring because it's not just the stuff that he invented the production line or he made the cars really big and that's all good achievement. It was his mindset. He was I would say he was a social entrepreneur. He cared so much about the community that he was like, look, a business that only makes money is a bad business because it's like, no, you have to give value to people, right? Then he did so many strategic initiatives that changed the game. Like, first of all, he gave, like, at the time, the maximum wage was like $2 a day. He bumped it up to $5. They did just double it, then some. What that did, it just made, first of all, put wealth in everyone's pockets. What did they do with that wealth? They bought cars. So it changed the society. And then he basically hired disabled people for the first time. He was an advocate for ongoing learning as well. And then he was like, look, you need to have amazing people around you. So everything that he embodies and I feel like he embodies it's actually what Islam says about entrepreneurship because it was all so done in the right way and I gave him lots of barakah as well.
Okay, amazing. Okay, amazing, excellent. So the other question I got for you then is like, what is leadership for you? And like, what kind of ways do you think that you've improved as a leader? How has that come about, and how would someone else become a better leader?
Yeah, so I think that leadership is basically ownership. It's owning what amana you've been given. So that's why how we talk about systems. We talk about the macro, and then you talk about micro. Macro is obviously the president or the governor or whatever. That's But at the lowest level, let's say your eldest sibling, right, is a leader over his younger brothers and sisters, and he doesn't do a good job as a leader. He bullies them, this and that. That causes problems. That causes pain. That causes a problem at the next level up for the mum. The mum is the leader of all the kids, and then she's going to cause a problem for the husband, and then he's obviously the leader of the house. So that house is now in chaos, right? And so this is another thing I basically took from law. Because obviously Allah sent down the Quran, the book of law. Why? Because obviously how we have this phrase, law and order. That's what law is supposed to do. It's supposed to create order. And without order, you have chaos. And so this is the point that and the leader is supposed to put order in place by following the laws. And it's the same in nature, isn't it? Like if we don't eat properly, we don't feel so good because we're not following the laws of nature. Or because the climate change is happening because we're abusing the laws of nature and stuff. So in the same way, if we're not following, if we're not putting order into the house or into our leadership, it's going to cause chaos essentially. So that's and that trickles all the way down as it trickles all the way up. And so one of my big beliefs, as I mentioned earlier, was the systems are in place. They're immovable objects. They're so rigid and structured that it's really difficult if you're looking for a savior to come and break it all down for us. So we have to take that ownership ourselves. We have to have an amana. We have to understand that our amana first of all, and we need to work together with because it's power in the people that will basically break the systems and get to order again.
Yeah, I love that, bro. I've never heard you talk about leadership like that, actually. But I love the idea of following the law and having order, which creates that kind of environment.